Hi, my name's Ed. I wanted to give a quick overview of what I feel the Ning Red Hare 9 Ultra feels like in ride feel. I recently got these shoes, just got back from a run. I've been wearing them around in the house and trying to compare it to the midsole feel of my other shoes. This shoe's a little bit unique. I can't really find any information on stack, but this shoe feels like it's a pretty high stack, although it's very lightweight, and I'll weigh this shoe in a minute. But this is a men's size 11, and I am gonna compare it to Adidas Adizero Evo SL woven version here, which is men's size 11 and a half. But the men's size 11 and the Ning fits me fine. I'm in between 11, 11 and a half, and definitely in the Adidas I have to go to 11 and a half. But this has a like a super boom capsule here, this red here. It sort of gives an airy feel. I don't know if there's any air in there, but definitely can feel some bounciness in the shoe. Feels comfortable. It does feel high stack though, but it feels lightweight. So it feels high stack. And when I compare the stack height, I wore these on both shoes for half the morning. On each feet, I had the Ning on one foot and the Adidas Evo SL on the other foot. And the Ning definitely feels like a higher stack height. I'm going to say probably about 5 millimeters higher in stack height. But it doesn't feel like it has a high drop. I don't know what the drop is, but the drop feels somewhere between like a 5 to 7, maybe a 6, 7 drop. Feels similar in drop to the Adidas Adizero Evo SL woven here, but I'm not sure what the drop is. Weight-wise, though, let me give you a weigh-in between the Adidas Evo SL. So we got the Adidas Evo SL, and I got a 9.03 ounces. In the Evo SL, this is a men's size 11.5, so this is the woven version, so 9.03 ounces. Let's go the Ning, and we got a 8.79 ounces, so a little bit surprising. 8.79 ounces, I don't know if you see that, in the Ning. And 9.03 ounces in the Evo SL. So this is 11 and a half, like I said, but these fit me short. They run short on me, where this Ning is a men's size 11. The reason why I wanted to bring the Adidas Evo SL out, because when I've been wearing them around each foot, I'm trying to decide what this midsole feels like. It feels a little bit similar to me to the Light Strike Pro, which is in the Evo SL here. They have a little bit similar feel in the bounciness. The Light Strike Pro, I would say, has a denser feel, if I could compare the two. This midsole feels very nice and very premium, but it's a little bit denser compared to this Ning Red Hare Ultra 9. This feels a little bit airier and a little bit bouncier. So the midsoles, the closest I can get on how it feels is to the Adidas Evo SL. The woven has Light Strike Pro. And this with the Super Boom capsule here, this red here. I hear it's a PEBA base. There's 3 layers of midsole foam here. We got a PEBA on top. Not sure what the Super Boom's made out of. It has fibers in it that's injected with air. And then we have a beaded PEBA on the bottom. But it feels a little bit airier than the Evo SL. But this is the most similar I can get. And I put on my Nike Zoom Fly 6s, and it didn't feel anything like the Ning. The closest shoe that it felt was the Evo SL on the midsole feel. This feels a little bit denser. This feels a little bit airier and a little bit bouncier. Shoe weight wise, we already went over that, but they're real similar. The Ning's a little bit lighter. Stack height, you feel like you're sitting up higher in the Ning compared to the Evo SL. Grip, even though the Adidas has Continental rubber, the grip on this Ning, it feels a lot grippier. And I just think maybe, well, not only the material, but these little lugs. just wearing them around my house. I have no carpet. I have laminate flooring and tile flooring. These can feel slick on both laminate and tile flooring, where this doesn't feel slick at all. Matter of fact, you hear a little bit of that rubber noise, like that grippy noise, that squeaking noise when you walk around on them. So they're a little bit loud on laminate and tile. So these are grippier. You know, I like both shoes a lot. I think the faster shoe, if you wanted to go a little faster, is going to be the Evo SL Woven for sure. But this would be a little bit better for long runs. If I had, see, here we go. It says boom fiber here. I guess there's some boom fiber in here, some fiber Piba that's blended with some air. If I had to wear one shoe, well, let's just say that I had to go somewhere for a year and I can only bring one shoe, what would I bring? This is a tough one because I really love this Adidas Evo SL, but I'm gonna say for the stack height, I mean, I don't feel like a bottom out on any of these shoes. They're not even close to bottoming out on the Adidas Evo SL. This is a high stack, and this foam's a little bit dense, where this is airier feel, but I'm not getting anywhere close to nearing to feel like I'm gonna bottom out in the forefoot or the heel. I never feel like I bottom out in shoes in the heel, but in the forefoot, and I weigh 195 pounds. Wow, it'd be a tough choice, but you know, depending where I went, I guess I'd probably go with the Ning Red Hare 9 Ultra just because of the grip. I could wear this more comfortably, if knowing that if I was going to be in wet conditions or icy or rainy conditions or any other slicker conditions, this Red Hare. Durability wise, I don't know yet. I think the Adidas Evo SL is going to hold up durability wise. The Ning, I don't know. It's too new to me, so I don't know durability wise how this will hold up, but I'm guessing good just because it's got a lot of midsole foam, and this rubber here, I guess they call it a GCU rubber. This stuff feels tacky and durable. Price, the other thing, we got 150 retail, although you can get these on sale on adidas.com now. I mean, you can probably get them for 105 depending on the colorway. Well, the wovens aren't on sale yet, but the regular Adidas Evo SL. So we got 150. I just bought these on Amazon.com for $141. There was a little, I think they were 149, and then there was a little coupon underneath that said, you know, click this coupon, get them for 141. So I got these for 141. Shipping took a while. This took about a week and a half, even though it was Amazon. They did get shipped over from China because I was tracking the shipping, and I can see that they actually did come from China. So it took about a week and a half to get these. Considering it's from China, not that bad. From Adidas, I mean, you'll get them in 4 or 5 days, maybe 5 or 6 days. So price-wise, they're really comparable. We have $150 retail on the Adidas Evo SL Woven, $141 for these on Amazon. Sizing, though, I think they're going to sell out quick because I saw these on AliExpress today for $209 now. So price is going up because of the popularity, but it's a good shoe. But price-wise, they're almost equal. 150, 141 for the Ning. So I like them both. But the reason why I brought the Adidas Evo SL out here, because for the midsole feel, I was trying to compare. It's like, what does it feel like? It doesn't feel anything like my Nike Zoom Fly 6's midsole. Felt closest to the Adidas Evo SL, this Light Strike Pro, just the feel of the midsole feel. Although a little denser and faster feel, lighter, airier feel in the Ning. Hope that helps you make a decision. Price-wise, they're about the same. Midsole feels, you know, closest I can get was the Light Strike Pro and the Evo SL. A little bit denser, a little bit faster feel. Little airier, a little bouncier feel. So definitely a more bouncy feel in the Ning. Weight-wise, they were almost identical, although the Ning, being a higher stack shoe, was actually lighter. And grip-wise, the Ning takes the grip 100%, not even close. So have a good day. Bye now.